All right, guys, this video, I'm going to talk about inflammation and wound healing. I've gotten questions from a lot of you guys in the past about how can I heal something faster, like a torn tendon or a partially torn tendon, quad tears. A lot of you guys are asking me because I've dealt with quad tears in the past. How to get back on the field a lot faster. And I want to go through, this is like a two-part. The first part, I want to recap on a lot of things I've talked about in the past. A lot of things that out there that helps you in a daily basis whenever you're out there taking supplements. The ones that I'm going to talk about in the first are over-the-counter supplements you can actually go out there and take. And then the ones halfway through this video I'm going to talk about are ones that you can buy on the internet, and there's only a few places that sell a few of these, but you actually have to go digging for a lot of the things I'm going to tell you about. Not in this first part. First, let me talk about why I'm doing this. I've dealt with doctors most of my life. I've had injuries, a lot of injuries most of my life. As I got older, I got more. And I've talked to a lot of people. I've done a lot of research. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to sit here and talk to you about where to get this stuff at. I'm not going to sit here and talk to you about, you know, who sells it or what it does. I want you to do the legwork. I want a lot of you guys to get out there and start doing research on it, because and what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to withhold a lot of information, because if you guys are really interested in taking that next step and looking for these supplements out there that actually help you a little bit better, instead of going to the doc, you know, get an MRI, them telling you what the problem is and then shooting you up with steroids or cortisone, and if that doesn't work, they want to do surgery on you. I've dealt with that in the past. I've talked to doctors that want to cut, you know, 2 different back surgeries they want to do, lower back, upper back, because of bulging disc that I have. Everybody, guys, this is another thing I was talking about with doctors, and they're explaining to me that if you have played any kind of sports, if you're over the age of 50, you have some kind of deterioration in your joint, arthritis. I believe what a lot of doctors are saying out there, but there are some that just want to cut too fast. And there's other ways of healing injuries that I'm going to talk about in the later part of this video. I'm not a doctor, guys. I don't want you guys to listen to what I'm saying and take it to heart and go out and buy this stuff. I'm going to give you a different pathway to look into the things I'm going to talk about, and do your research in it and find out what the how many milligrams, how many micrograms, how many cc's you need to take, which one is better. I'm only going to tell you the pathway to get there. I'm not going to go into detail. Don't listen to me. I'm just a review guy. I do bat reviews. I'm not a doctor, nor do I claim to be a doctor. So the beginning I want to talk about is you guys already know this, and the beginning of this, a lot of these I've already talked about. This one's D3 and K2. If you get D3, get K2 with it, comes together. This is the kind that I take. I get it off the internet. I like this. Vitamin D3. Vitamin D3 is a hormone. If you're deficient in vitamin D, you can have blood work done from your doctor, and he can check to see if you have a vitamin D deficiency, which a lot of people have, especially up north. You have a vitamin D deficiency. That's one of the things. MSM, I don't have it with me right now. That's another thing too that helps joints, helps rebuilding muscle. If you are going, if you have a muscle injury or any kind of surgery done, collagen, you have to take collagen. I do a lot of baked chicken, and that kind of wiggly stuff, that jello looking stuff after the chicken starts to actually cool down, that's collagen. It's clear jello looking things. You have to eat that. That's collagen. That helps with your body get the nutrients and get the collagen in it so it can repair your tissue, repair your ripped muscle, ripped up tendon, anything like that. It helps you repair collagen. If you don't have it, it's going to be tough for you to repair it. Testosterone, I talked about this in a previous video. If you're low testosterone, you're not going to repair. It's going to take you a long time to repair. So make sure your testosterone levels are adequate on where they're supposed to be. Or if you get injured, guys, it's going to be very hard when you have no testosterone. Cholesterol too, I'm kind of going everywhere here, but I would, if I were you, a lot of guys out there take cholesterol medicine. And I'm not telling you to get off of it, but it's cholesterol blocker. You need cholesterol to heal. So if you're on a cholesterol blocker, it's going to be very tough for you guys to heal any kind of joint, any kind of tendon, muscle in your body. Because they give you, right when your cholesterol gets a little high, automatically they're going to write you a prescription and block your cholesterol. You need cholesterol. Your brain needs cholesterol. A lot of people don't understand that, so everybody's getting on cholesterol medicine. Change your diet. You want to lower your cholesterol? Change your diet. Turmeric. A lot of you guys hear about turmeric. This is turmeric right here. I put it underneath my tongue, and it actually helps out. A lot of you guys, I got trick-or-treaters running around today. A lot of you guys take turmeric, but I think you don't take enough. Up your milligrams of turmeric. 3,000, 4,000 milligrams of turmeric. Up it, because it is good for you. Turmeric is very good for you. CBD oil. This is the kind I'm not going to actually advertise for it. I pay a lot of money for that. CBD oil. You put it underneath your tongue, and it actually helps, guys. And a lot of you guys are buying, and I've heard this too, a lot of you guys are buying CBD oil thinking it's, wow, this is some great stuff. Y'all thinking that. But when you start taking it, it actually, to me, it just takes the edge off. It helps me concentrate. CBD oil does better than it does with my joints and my arthritis. So it to actually get that where it's going down, it makes me concentrate a whole lot better. That's the reason I'm on it, and plus it takes the edge off a little bit when I'm hurting. It's an anti-inflammatory too. This is the rub right here. I have bad hands. I have arthritis in my hands, so I'll kind of put a little bit on my fingers where I hold the knob. This one right here is really bad. I've got a lot of arthritis in that finger. I'll rub it on there. It'll loosen it up a little bit. Like I said, it's not a drastic change whenever you're taking it. It just loosens it up. They're multivitamins too, guys. I talk about multivitamins with a lot of guys out there, and a lot of people don't get an effect. The mistake a lot of seniors out there will make is when they buy something and they don't feel it, they kind of get rid of it. A multivitamin is that. When you take it, you're not going to feel it, but it's there to help, especially you don't eat right. You know, it's there to help you with all the nutrients that you're not consuming during the day. So I do take a multivitamin, a good multivitamin. I did not bring it out here to show you what I take because I really do like this one. And there's another way too. I'm going to talk about, before I get into the hard stuff, I'm going to talk about this. Fasting. 16 to 24 hours. Now, it's not necessarily to lose weight. A lot of you guys out there go, why do I have to fast? I don't want to lose weight. What fasting does to athletes over the age of 50 is it releases human growth hormone when you fast. When you go starving for that 24 hours, your body starts to produce a lot of human growth hormone. Well, when you're hurt, your body uses human growth hormone to repair everything. So you want to raise those levels of human growth hormone. Best way to do that without taking anything is to fast 16 to 24 hours. And I usually fast. What I will do is I'm on a regimen of fasting. When I would travel and I would play my tournament on a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I'd fly back on Sunday. I would fast all day on Sunday till Monday I would get home. So I would fast all day Sunday, and Monday afternoon I would eat. And then I would do that once a week. And I would do it again the next week if I was going out of town or not. But the best way to fast, guys, is when you travel. Nighttime too. Do a lot of your fasting at night. You know, don't eat 3 to 4 hours before you go to bed. Sleep 8 hours. Next day, eat that afternoon into that night. That's 24 hours. So I would do a lot of my fasting mainly while sleeping, so you're not hungry. Fasting is great for releasing human growth hormone. Guys, this is just, I'm telling you this because I want you to do research on it. Don't just take my word for it. I'm not telling you to do all this shit. I'll take all this stuff I'm fixing to talk about. I'm just giving you a pathway. Because a lot of you guys are hurt and you really don't know what to do other than go to the doctor and get a steroid shot to come back a lot faster. Now, I want to throw this in the middle. I want to talk about, let's say you've ate good, you take a lot of supplements, but you keep getting injured. So the second part, I'm going to talk about how to heal the injuries. When I get right here in the middle part, I'm going to tell you what I would do if I kept feeling like crap or sore every day. I don't know, and guys, nothing to, I don't take Tylenol, I don't take Motrin, I don't take Vicodin, I do not take codeine for pain. This one I'm going to talk about when it comes to inflammation, if I looked, and I've done this, and I'm just going to tell you what I did, is I kept feeling my joints hurt all the time. There was something else wrong. I knew there was something else wrong, so what I did a food allergy test. Guys, if you're eating certain type of foods, and everybody, not everybody, but most of the people out there really don't know what's going on with their body, hurts all the time, you know, they start getting a rash on their face or a rash on their body, their joints hurt, you know, especially after they eat. More than likely you have a food allergy. So I got a whole workup on food allergies. Come to find out, I'm allergic to milk, any kind of dairy. I actually drink goat's milk right now because that doesn't affect me. It doesn't have the protein that I'm allergic to when it comes to milk. If I drink milk, guys, my face breaks out pretty bad. My joints hurt. I feel like I'm stiff. I just can't get loose. So I would recommend, if you guys have looked at all the other, that you're taking the supplements and you just joints hurt all the time, I would check with food allergies and go down to somebody and have them do some blood work on you. I'm not talking about the one where they get in your back and they stick the needles and, you know, what area is swelling up, you know, that's what you're allergic to. I would get the blood work done and have your food allergies checked that way. Now, what I'm going to talk about is that next step on you hardcore guys out there that have asked me questions in the last 5-6 years. And I want to talk about these supplements, you can call them. Some of them you can get over the counter. I've ordered some online to get them in. I've tried 99% of all of the ones that I bought. I may go to later on, the one that I may not talk about in this video, but I'll talk about it later. I haven't tried it yet, so I don't want to talk about things I haven't tried. But the first one I'm trying to talk about, and I've heard a lot of you guys, and this is something that's a peptide. Both of them are peptides, and this is something that a lot of pro athletes are taking to get back onto the field, especially when they have an injury. I've heard of guys shooting this in their quad when they have a quad tear. I've heard of guys shooting this in their hamstring when they got a hamstring tear, and it's really good. I've used it and I like it. I like it a lot, and I'm going to talk to you guys about it. It's a peptide. One of them is, and I'm not going to go into explanation about how each one of them work because they are two different ones. One of them actually goes through the whole body and looks for the areas that have inflammation and cuts the inflammation down. Another one you inject right into the injury. You got bad knees, inject it into your knee. You got a bad wrist, inject it to the area of the wrist. It helps with healing the wrist when there's a tendon problem, a muscle tear, inflammation. And you guys are going to have to do the leg work on this. I'm not going to go through it and tell you all the leg work on it. One of them is TB500. That might be it. And it comes in a little vial like this. The other one is BPC 157. What you do is you're going to get, it's a peptide. It comes like that. It's got the chalk at the bottom of it. I call it chalk. It's in the bottom of it. You mix it up with called backwater. It's water you get from the same place you're going to get this from. And you're going to take a syringe, and it's a little bitty needle on the end of it. And you're going to take it, you're going to draw out the cc's you need to draw out, and you're going to inject that either into the area that's has been injured, and or the other one that you guys are going to do research on, you're going to take it and inject it into the belly fat. And that's the one that goes through the whole body and goes after inflammation, healing your body. These, if you get them from the right place, are very, very good. People have been using it, athletes have been using it for years to heal an injury very fast. So look into that. It's called TB500 and BPC 157. Now, guys, I'm going to plug these people because I am talking about it. And I've been on it for, I want to say 5 days only. And I see a big difference in this. And I actually came across it on Facebook, and a lot of people were talking about it. And it's what it is somebody has developed a spray, a nasal spray that has TB500 and BPC 157. I'm going to put a lot of that information on the back of this video. You guys can go look through it for this stuff. And you can buy it. Sorry, guys, I got to get this out of the way. You can buy it. I just bought this. It's 2 months supply. You take 3 sprays a day in your nostril, and then that's it. It's a peptide that absorbs through your nostril. And they always talk about the best way to get things into your body, either inject it underneath your tongue or through your nose. So they're actually coming out with a lot of nasal sprays for people because they found out that it gets into your bloodstream if you go through your nose. This is called Wolverine because of the healing. It's a mixture, it's a peptide. It's a mixture of the TB500 and BPC 157. It cuts a lot of inflammation down. This does. I've used it. It cuts a lot of the inflammation down in my body. Okay, now the next one I'm talking about is, and I'm gonna kind of mix them in together here. Next one I'm gonna talk about, I'm not gonna talk about this yet, but I got a phone call the other day and was talking to me about human growth hormone, HGH. When I'm talking about human growth hormone is a great healer. It heals when you have it and it's functioning. That's how come kids heal faster. A lot of kids heal faster than over 50-year-old adults. A lot of the seniors is because the human growth hormone is pumping so high whenever you're a kid. So you're going to heal fast when you're a kid. That's the reason, human growth hormone. I've had people talk to me about human growth hormone. Would it be wise if I actually went out and got some black market human growth hormone and injected it to heal the problem that they had, torn tendon, and they had worlds coming up in a couple of 3 months. They wanted to be healthy for it. I've had guys talk to me about that. What I told them is, hell yes, it would be beneficial if you can find the non-fake human growth hormone, because that's one of the leading things out there that is fake, that especially the ones from China that you get from over there. They fake it. They fake a lot of their stuff, and guys, it is expensive as shit. It's very expensive, human growth hormone. It helps you recoup, helps your body recoup. That's how come kids can work out at a young age just like every other day. Seniors can't. Human growth hormone. Now, the problem with people taking it counterfeit, because they have a lot of counterfeit and expensive. So you're spending a lot of money. I'm talking about close to $1,500 a month. $1,500 a month to get this shit. And it's only like a couple of months supply. So that's a house payment, for a good house payment for a lot of people out there. A lot of people don't want to do that. And I understand that. But they're only talking to me about taking it for a couple of months. Well, hell yeah, if you really are that hardcore athlete that wants to get better, it will benefit you tremendously. It's just that it's expensive, and it might be faked, might be counterfeited. Guys, I'm saying 60% is counterfeited out there in human growth hormone. Now, it's not a SARM, selective androgen receptor modulator. It's called a secretagogue. Now what it does, it's called MK677. That's it right there. MK677. And it's a pill form. You take it at nighttime before you go to bed. I'm not going to tell you the dosages. And what it does is it stimulates the pituitary gland in between your eyes, and it's about a pea-sized gland, about that big, and it produces human growth hormone. It pulsates at night when you go to bed. If you're a diabetic, you can't get on this because it messes with your insulin levels in your body. So that's another thing to do your research. If you're diabetic, you cannot get on MK677 because it throws your insulin all out of whack. Where's it at? There it is. Okay. Selective androgen receptor modulators, SARMs. If you guys get on YouTube, you can pull this up and hear a bunch of people talk about SARMs. There are different kinds of SARMs out there. They're usually done. Collagen is one of them. Ostrin is another one. And they talk about which each one of these SARMs do. They're not for human consumption. Humans are not supposed to take them because it's not approved by the FDA. The only experiments they've done with these is on rats. That's it. They haven't done it. They have done research on humans, but it's not documented. It's just hearsay. Don't take these SARMs. I'm not telling you to take them. You're not supposed to. It's not for human consumption. The one I'm going to talk to you about is SR 9009. And I'm talking about repairing tissue in your body. This stuff is really good for repairing tissue. It actually helps with building cartilage, building tendons, building muscle. Okay, so I would look into that. And if you guys are really into doing a lot of research like I am, look this up and see what it does to your heart, what benefits it has to your heart. So that's another little pathway you guys can take. SR 9009, it's a selective androgen receptor modulator. It's not for human consumption. You shouldn't be taking it at all. I'm not telling you to take it. I want you guys to do your research on all this. This is stuff that a lot of people don't talk about, and a lot of people won't talk about to you. But it's other ways that people out there, and your doctor, and here's another thing too, you're taking all this information, except for the HGH and the testosterone, and you're going to go down to your doctor and you're going to talk about them. You're going to talk to them about this, and they're going to go, no. Definitely 100% no. Because a lot of doctors don't believe in that. They just don't. They think it's holistic kind of medicine, especially with the CBD oil. They think it's holistic. They know that shit don't work. Here, give you a prescription for Vicodin, and I give you a prescription for other things. This is just a way that you guys, I'm giving you information. I'm not telling you to take it. My test subject has taken SR 9009. I haven't taken it. And the reply they gave to me is they really did like it. It helped them with inflammation. A lot of things I just talked about is for inflammation, wound healing, tendon repair, muscle repair. It helps you get back on the field. Helps a lot of athletes get back on the field a lot faster. And like I'm telling you, there's nothing I can say. And I said this in that one video. There's nothing I can tell you about right here. You know, there's nothing I can say if you don't get your test levels checked. If you don't get out there and test your human growth hormone levels, you know, start at the base first. Get your test checked. If your test is at 200 or below, I would get my human growth hormone levels checked, which is your IGF-1 levels. Don't get the serum tested. That's bullshit. You're just wasting your money there with getting an IGF-1 serum, the human growth hormone serum level checked. It's the IGF-1 level that they check when they're checking human growth hormone. Make sure those are up there, you know, within the numbers that they have for you. And then that's the base. And then you can start working on all this other stuff, because ain't nothing I can give you, no supplements I can talk about, none of the D3 that I'm telling you about won't do shit for you unless you have adequate numbers in testosterone. That would be the main first one. And the second one is human growth hormone levels. But you get your testosterone up, that's going to raise your human growth hormone a little bit. So it's not going to blow it out of the water. A lot of you guys think that just because you're taking TRT that you're going to turn into this monster. You know, you're not. A lot of people think if you take human growth hormone, you're going to turn into this big, you know, you're not. I'm talking about getting your quality of life back. Not hurt so much. Not where you got to get on Vicodin. That's bad shit. Vicodin's bad shit. Codeine's bad stuff. That's stuff you don't want to get on. You know, you don't want to be dependent on that crap, because it knocks you out. A lot of it shit not just knocks you out. So guys, don't listen to me. And I've said this in a lot of videos. Don't listen to me. Get out there, use your brain, use your mind, listen to what I'm talking about. You got a computer, you're looking at this video on a computer. Start doing your research. Start looking into it. I'm just getting you on a pathway to get your injuries healed a lot faster, get back on the field and compete. Thanks, guys.